It's the Dina from Audra. It's going back into the house today. In the Viking house, because Karl and I are sleeping in the village. Since Anne is visiting. Okay. So, there. Better view than me. It's a beautiful day. The snow is getting a little less up there. Sun came up at 12:30 today, and I can see it hasn't been down for too long. You can see still a lot of bright light over here where it went down. Right about there, maybe the sun. So, and there's still sun on the mountains up there. We'll go get a better look and see how he's doing on the, how Roger's doing on the pit house. Yay. Let's see. It's always the opposite direction from what I think. There we go. So anyway, Ann Decker will be coming soon. She thinks she might be around 7:30. I'd be surprised if she wasn't a little later because I think it's further away than she thinks. She's stopping at Borgund Church on the Stave Church on the way here from Oslo. But we'll wait for her, absolutely. So we will, when she sends a message, we'll go greet her in the parking lot and I'll show her the house. And we're staying in the village tonight, which will be nice. The first time this year that I've stayed in the village. So this is the boat, by the way. Fjallar is turning it into like a burial mound kind of thing. But this is the boat that was over by the hotel that broke in a storm, Gida, a couple years ago. So the idea here is to maybe kind of turn it into a little bit of a burial mound installation. So this will be interesting to see when it's done. Because all of this rock that got dug up in dirt for the pit house is now placed here and we got to do something with it. And here's the pit house. If you haven't seen, I don't think we showed it the last couple of weeks, but you can see front sides are both done. He's painted around where the hardware goes. The portholes are in place and yep, they're for storage. It might be blowing in the microphone up here, but we'll fix that. And if I don't fall down, big stone, it's going to be a step. It's closed so we can't see and there's no way in hell I'm going to climb down there. There you can see more of these portholes so you can store things in that area. But this house would literally fit maybe 1 or 2 people snugly sleeping in it if they slept together. There's the hardware. I love the door handle, or the closure. But to live in it, there's not much else you could do except for sleep in that house, really. Let's see. And this is I see he's put rocks around the base. This will have a grass roof. So I guess we're getting closer and closer to Hobbitville here, but this is actually based on a find, the pit houses. And this is the backside. So I guess you're going to have crawl space all around, but I still don't know if he's going to close it on the backside or not. I would think he should. But he can't close it up completely because you will have a fire in the middle there. And we are planning on having a fire. As you can see there, it goes all the way through. You have to have place for the fire to escape. So it'll be nice to see what this looks like when it's all done. Yep. This is something else we've done. I can turn around here and show you. This used to be in the middle, square on the left here, but it's not ideal to have it there because we need the tent space. So this little boat structure where they can sit and drum, etc., is now on the right side because there wasn't much room for tent here. It would have to be a real skinny tent to fit. And then we have the gods up to the left. So during Easter they sat there and drummed. And then here's the gods at the top of the hill. We also have gods at the bottom of the hill. And a lot of the skulls and things that there have been found around. So this area that we're in up here, this is actually the original end of the fjord. There. More skulls. Can't have enough skulls in a Viking village. So, by the way, underneath each one of these little poles on the side is some sort of little token. I think I stuck a little piece of needle binding underneath. It's from all of us. A couple of years ago when that was put in, we thought there should be like a little thing to remember. So the original shoreline of this fjord is actually where we started to come up by the boat. Because when they dug out that tunnel, which is about 11 and some kilometers deep, they filled in this tunnel mass here, and that's what the village is mostly built on. So the original shoreline is right behind the green building. Finally dead on the sofa, says Charlotte. No, but you made it home. I heard you were going to be on the bus. So find somewhere that's not so windy. Actually, we can go look at Anne's house, and we can make a party in her house maybe. Got to have it properly messed up before she gets here. Ah, the wind picked up. We're still having some rock slides around here. Not as big as last week though. And the waterfall, if you look really close up there, that's not a regular cloud. That cloud is coming from the waterfall because the wind is blowing the waterfall kind of to the right of us outwards. It's usually blowing it to the left, but this time it's kind of, so there's like a little wisp of mist up there, but that's from the waterfall. Like that part right there. It is not too often I see that. Yeah. So we have 4 villagers in. One of them made beautiful clothes, but they're packed up for the day because we're closed. But she's staying in that house there. After making my little brother's hat, says Max, I'll continue working on the hat for my mom as her birthday gift. For her hat, I decided to use the sconson stitch with a light blue and other shades of it. Sorry, I was reading that. Yeah, that'll be, actually, I really like that one, the sconson one. That's what the green one I did. That's, I don't know, on one of the covers. So the cover of this one is the Dalarna stitch because we're in April, of course. I still got to post a little thing on the Facebook groups of the Mommen, but I used sconson. This is the house that Anne will have. Anne and her friend, I'm not sure which one is coming, but I know she has one with her, and they're going Viking. So tomorrow they will be Vikings, and they have this nice outdoor area to cook in, etc., if they want to. That's a smokehouse in the middle there. So this will be quite fun. And this is the house she gets. She's even got a door knocker. I think she's one of the few that has a door knocker. That's because the CEO used to have this house. So let's see how much light we can see in here. Oh, you can see better than I can in the camera. Let's see, put my bag down. So this is where Anne and her friend will be sleeping. And then we'll open a window and get some more light. Ah, is it hooked? There it goes. Now I got it open. So you can see there's the bed area. Skinnier mattress though. And then this one also has a loft up top there if you can see it. But I don't think she needs to climb up there. There's only 2 of them, so they don't need to use the second floor. And the other one there, which is kind of hard to see. And her view. This will be quite cool. So this is one of the houses the people like the most because the guided tour walks along this path here most often on their way from the start point to talk about the boat. And a lot of people feel like they're a little central when they're here, but it's not as busy as the street on the other side of the house. That one is so busy. So, yeah, did you stay in this one, Albert? Okay, yeah, he said he likes staying in this house. I'm going to open one more door behind me here so we can get maybe a little more light and we won't look at my Biltema bag down there with my needle binding in it. So hopefully we see a little better now. So this will be a very nice house for her. I think she'll like it. She's only here for the one day because they've got a very tight schedule, but they have been driving literally around half of Norway, and Norway is a long country. Okay, let's see. Fire extinguisher. You have to have it or nobody can sleep in the house. But we try to make it so that it's least visible for the tourists. So we can do a little bit of needle binding before it gets too late. This was the Dalarna stitch. How many of you guys got to try this stitch now? It's not very good light, but maybe I should sit outside. Could try from here, maybe. It's a little bit better. Yeah, there you can see it. So this is Dalarna stitch right way. This is technical right side, so this side facing you, and I made mine this way, so that would be my end. And this is the wrong side, technical wrong side, or the side facing away from you when you do this. And then I thought we can try a different connection with it. We tried it through, this is F1, we tried it doing B1 and found out that it really opens up the spaces between the rows. So that would be kind of a whole, it would be like you'd have like these rows of stitching and then like this little lacy gap in the middle between each one. So it could be a cool effect, but I didn't feel like making anything with that because I have an issue with lacy stuff. I get worried when it's not tight. Okay, so maybe you can see that. Oh, Arlene completed a hat. Here, I'll tip this up until I find something so you have something more fun to look at. What you also see here, a lot of you guys, I had the channel open since a little bit before 6 because we were starting later. James is here and he's doing twined knitting, virkning, and cutting the pieces like latch hook sizes and putting through 2 pieces. I had to figure out what this was. It turns out it's like it's a crochet stitch, but the way that you do it, the way that you attach it to the previous row, it looks a bit like knitting, and you usually do it around. I think he wrote even further down that he's actually doing it around 2 pieces. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, he says it's like crochet and knitting type, but there was YouTube's videos on this, is what I had to take a quick zip through when I was in this little meantime. Let's see, where did he write? I think he said he was going through 2 pieces anyway. It's in there. Karsten and Doro are here from Germany. Hello. Flensburg. And Susan Youngman is here in Adirondack. She's got nice weather. It's about the same as here, I think. Lyra's here from Kansas. Now, she thought she was late, but she's not. Anyway. Charlotte's here. Arlene is here from Canada. Charlotte's from Bergen, by the way. Who else we got? Garcia's here from Holland. Rhonda's here from the United States. She might have to leave early, but hey, we're glad you made it. And let's see, who else? Kiwi's here from Bergen. She's got nice weather too. She has started a pair of needle-bound knee-high socks in the Dalby stitch. Oh, I think we're on the same page. I'm starting some socks in Dalby as well, but it's not for me. And they're not quite knee-high. They're going to be mid-calf, but you have good taste. Let's see. I accidentally turned this filter thing on. There we go. Jenny Lynn is here from Kentucky. Welcome back. Yeah, it's Holly. That was her name. Holly was the one that she found out the hard way that if you ask for a water in Norway in a restaurant, they're going to give you soda water or carbonated water. So you always have to ask for it uten kullsyre or tap water. But, you know, he learned the hard way. And then Max is here, of course. Great. Okay, so now I'll show you my stuff here. I thought I brought the socks. I did. So here you go, Kiwi. Great minds think alike. I just have to put it down so it doesn't fall. I do mine top down. So these are 2 socks made in Dalby. This is another one that I like. The thing is, I was doing also with this and it was too thin. And then I tried to do the ulu with it, but it was too tight or too thick. So for what this person wants. So I went with Dalby. You can kind of see it through there. Is that a Karl? It's a Karl. And I didn't get that far, Karl. This is how I do the socks. Then when I get to the middle here, to the bottom where my calf is, then I separate it for the heel. So if I make it go flat here. And you got to do them tandem. If you don't, you're going to have size issues or forget what you did. But there you go. So then I split and I make a piece that goes around the heel like there to there, and I join it. Wherever I join it, this circle is going to have to fit around the foot. And then what's left gets made into a heel. Karl has beer. Whoops. I'm making him sleep in the village tonight. Karl is not a camper. Do you have beer, Karl?
I have beer.
You have beer. Let's see what Kiwi wrote before you show off your beer here, because I have to turn around for you. She's making Klaus Brita style socks. This means she started at the toes. I have only done that once, and I have not, maybe twice. I don't do it too often because I still have a tendency to make them too wide because I'm untrained in the Klaus Brita style. The Klaus Brita style, so you can see how the heel goes here. There we go. She starts at the toe, and then she goes around and around and around and around for the heel. She makes like a big long chain that goes out this way and then works around the toe, the heel this way, and you kind of decrease there and a little bit increasing there, and then it gets shaped, and then you go up. Okay, Karl. Before I show off the third thing I was working on, let me turn the camera so they can hear you. Sitting in a window. There you go. So since Karl's staying in the village, tonight I let him open a big bottle because I'm a good girlfriend. What do you got here?
I'm cautiously optimistic about this one.
Yeah?
Brulandselva kornøl. Bryllup og gravferd. Råøl med kveik.
Yeah, and this means Bruland, what, grain beer?
Yeah, but all beer is grain beer, so this
It's
is
not
like,
corn beer, though. That's not what corn means. That is, corn
no,
is the
it's
grain.
not made of maize.
That's not made of corn. But it's made of grain or something.
Yeah, but so is every other type of beer, except for the ones that seem to be making out of lemons and flamingos these days.
PJ's here. You're not late because Anne's not here yet, so you're okay.
It's a Nordfjord farmhouse ale.
Yeah?
I suspect it's from my neck of the woods, then. And it's been made since 1783. So I just have to try it before I can say anything more about it.
Okay, well, you have to show it. No, you
But
can't.
we
You have
might
to
be closer to...
turn it around. We have to show that you haven't shown the label. And this is 7.5%. Well, then
probably drawn by somebody.
it's like a picture of you and me if I fed you really well. Keep turning it so they can see on screen. There you go. Let them see there. See, it could be Karl and I if Karl played a fiddle and gained a lot of weight.
But this might theoretically be pretty close to what the Vikings actually drank.
And what is Bryllup og gravferd?
Weddings and funerals.
Weddings and funeral beer from the Nordfjord farmhouse.
So the times when in your life when you need to get really, really drunk.
Then you bring out the 7.5%. We found out that's kind of weak for you. Okay, so Karl's going to pour himself a beer. I am going to... we could sit in there, but it's a little dark, so I had to kind of be out here for a little bit. Let's see if I can set this in the windowsill without it falling over. There we go. Okay, I'll put this needle binding away. I don't want to make too much of a mess while Anne and Holly are going to move into this house. Okay, you got your beer out? I've got one other little project to show, but did you manage? Champagne bottle beer. What is the point of that, huh? I thought he was going to poke somebody's eye out with it.
I suspect I'm just trying to be fancy, but it's...
Oh, I missed something there. Oh, PJ has her has the Dalarna project to hand now. Yay! Oh God, that's got a big head on it. I thought you cleaned that glass. Germans yelling at you everywhere.
Did.
And it's still got that much foam on it?
Oh yeah.
What did you do wrong? Because this has to be your fault. That's a lot of foam. Bring it closer. Look at all that. And then Jay says the reason you get so much foam on your glass, Jay from Germany, Altengard, he says that you get that because you don't wash your glass between beers. You can't just rinse it. You have, my God, the foam on you. So, Karl, how do you like the beer? You got it all over the front of you. I'm glad I made
I
you a
would
nice
say
tunic.
good, but not excellent.
Yeah? Is it acceptable or are you sharing it?
I can drink this.
Okay,
But
good.
I would prefer the other one, so I'm sharing this.
Yeah, no, I brought him another one that you had from before. It's called Burvelin. It's from Chin. That's a safe beer. So if I have to keep him in the village all night, I have to get him a big bottle of beer to drink all night. So he, by the way, it turns out you're a celebrity now and you're too big for my YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
You want to tell them what you did? Because it's now out on HBO Max. Conan Must Go, Season 1, Episode 1. Go ahead. What did you do?
Well,
Reenact it!
now we had Conan O'Brien and his team here for a whole day at the winter before last.
Yep.
And we've had a lot of these things.
Yeah, the filming happens around here, but this was a big one because...
Yeah, but the thing that I noticed is these guys were super professional. I think I had like 6 minutes of whiting throughout. And compare that to the Danish, Spanish, Dutch, and every other movie or TV series or documentary that filmed around here. It's like 99% whiting for 1% of something.
And there's a little bit more chat here to see. But no, these guys weren't waiting around at all. It was just like snap, snap,
Yeah.
snap. You do this, you do that. Great, next.
Yeah, and they weren't scripting it either. So what you are seeing in this thing isn't scripted at all.
No.
There is no, can you please repeat that? They just cut together the best parts of, well, no, I wouldn't say the best parts, but the parts that fits to their story. And I think the result is pretty good.
Yeah, so what did you think? Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot obviously that got cut out because they have to there's like three or four different snippets in this whole episode. One is you.
If I'm to take a wild stab in the dark, I would say that when they started cutting this together, I probably had between 10 and 18 hours of raw footage.
Oh yeah, no, they had a lot, yeah.
With several cameras and the drone and everything. They had an enormous amount of things to choose from for a 10-minute segment. So there is a lot on the cutting room floor here.
Yeah. Like the little footage of me weaving, but my favorite is Karl had to insult Conan. That didn't go very well, did it?
I think it went excellently.
I've never seen you struggle for an insult. But is it
You
because
see
you were
me-
afraid to insult
You see
the
me
mighty Conan
struggle for
O'Brien?
an insult every time you ask me for an iced coffee.
I know this is true. We've been training though all this time, Karl. Is that how you ask me for an iced coffee? No. Karl, if you want me to get an iced coffee, what do you say?
Yeah, and I'm not allowed to reuse the insult.
Nope, he has to come up with a new insult every time.
And
3 adjectives,
I've been with you for how long now?
3 years.
I'm running out of insults.
And next year it'll be 4 and you'll have to come up with 4 adjectives.
And I'm bilingual, so I'm insulting in 2 languages, and I'm running
Yeah.
dry.
It used to be, get me an iced coffee, bitch. But now you have to, that's just too easy now. He has to ask me really badly. By the way, PJ, sorry to hear about your nephew and family there. I hope everything goes okay. Let's see. I saw... they should recover, but it's been tense and worrying, and you could use some of that drink. Can you teleport some of that corn beer? This one. Okay, we're gonna wish you some beer.
I can guarantee you that the first thing a Norwegian do when they invent a teleporter is not to teleport the bear out of the country.
No, they get teleported into the country because it's so damn expensive here. Here's one. This is a new one, actually. Shauna Eager from Alaska has been watching for a while, but the first time live. Things are melting here as well, but we've got a little snow yet. So how does it look compared? Because we don't think we've had anyone from Alaska yet. I don't know if you can see the mountains up there. We are at sea level, though. That is, what, about 1,200 meters up? Meters, not feet. But it goes up as you go backwards. But
The top of the mountain that you can't see from here is probably like 1,600.
I think the Voss side you can see a little better. Let's see if I can turn the camera here so you can see. I'm hanging out a window. There we go. That's Voss. If the camera focuses in on it, you can see the amount of snow that's still up there. They are still skiing there. Up back that way. But it's still pretty well blanketed.
Are there Vikings sitting and drinking over there?
There's some Vikings sitting and drinking over there. The reason I came over here is because it was windy.
Then I think I'll go and donate this to them. And
Yeah, you
go
can do
and
that.
Get,
That
the
will
Belgian
make
one.
you very
This
popular.
isn't bad, but it's not Belgian.
How fun to have someone from Alaska, though. That's like the closest we can get to Gudvangen, I think, in the United States. As far as, identical ocean, fjords.
Landscape-wise, possibly.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. My hometown of Duluth, we have this nice big thing of water. We've got pretty steep hills and palisades, but we don't have mountains. Okay, let's see. Hi, hi! Some Vikings off in the distance there. Oops, there we go. Sorry. And I'll catch up a little on chat while we watch them go by. I think it may turn into mead when it reaches my glass. You know what? That's always better if it does. Let's see. Kaya says, thank you for insult training my brother, Karin. He's catching on. Oh, it was so horrible. So we're sitting there off screen, and you can see every shoot where Conan tries to get Karl to insult him, and Karl's just sitting there lost for words. But the part they don't, you can hear me giggling my ass off in the background, but the part you don't hear, actually not just me, but the producers and whatever that were there as well, the cameraman and everybody was giggling. So he gets off camera, I'm like, Karl, this is easy. He's got red hair, he's from the United States, hamburger, French fries, diabetes, high cholesterol. And it took him a while. He couldn't come up with anything.
You have the cork for this, that will probably be practical since I
Yep, it's in my bag. It's in the one on the chair, not the table. No, but anyway, so coming up with all these different things, and he doesn't repeat any of them because now he can't use them because they've been used. But yeah, no, it was pretty funny. So you definitely have to see it. And of course, the one that you did land was pretty good. So yes, your sister says, thank you for insult training you, Karl. That's always fun. Oh yeah, Kaya, if you haven't seen it, you definitely have to watch it. It's really good. It's on HBO Max, but
The last insult was pretty much word for word what you said.
yeah, the last insult was damn
The
good.
one insult that he wasn't insulted by at all because it was all true.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's off to go and feed the Freeman some beer that he didn't like, but he's got a really big bottle of the stuff he does like. It's just a repeat. Let's see if I catch back. But anyway, Alaska, how fun. And I'm glad you could finally catch us live. We are 1 hour later, but that's because, yeah, Anna's on her way here. And I asked Anne, I said, because the other thing is we're pretty much me here in a parking lot with a camera in her face going, hey, YouTube. But she said, yeah, it would be nice to catch up with people and say hi. So we will hang on until she gets here. She thinks she'll be here in about 2 minutes, but according to her estimate a couple hours ago. But I think she would probably be closer to the end at 8 o'clock, but we can hang on until she gets here. Until then, we've all been inside her house now. So, haha. Let's see. If you don't know who Anne is, by the way, Anne is the person I ask needle binding questions to. Because I'm very good at the practical. I can do just about anything I want to, practical use of it. But when it comes to the history, that's where I struggle, and that is where Anne can do both, but Anne is, she's like walking, talking, Nalbinding Wikipedia over there. She knows everything. Let's see. There's James. I have just got the knit stitch for the twined Viking Virkning. So it's interesting, it's called Virkning. Virkning in Swedish means foe, like F-A-U-X. And so there's something called virkad, virkad, but that actually means crochet if they made something as virkad. But then they have something called virkad Nalbinding, and that is faux needle binding or crochet needle binding. It's not the same, but it looks like it. So it's kind of interesting to see it used with knitting as well as in virkad. Yeah, Conan Must Grow is on HBO. It came out on the 18th, and it's season 1, episode 1. I think he comes in around minute 18 or something like that, because they're kind of mixing it in with a fan from Bergen who has his own singing group. By the way, the song was hilarious that they made in the end. Fisherman up in Lofoten, and some sex before coffee therapist in Oslo. I didn't quite get that one. But then the Viking village, so hey. Nella said, I didn't particularly like the show. Of course, it's nice to see familiar people, but in general, not very good series. No, because the thing is, one thing that it's famous for, and this could frustrate the hell out of you, is he'll get people on there that are like expert. They're really excited to talk about their field and all their knowledge. Anne is here. And then they don't actually listen. They just rip you to shreds. So one thing he might have had correct. We'll go out. I can't thumbs up Anne because we're on. You want to come out with me and say hi, or you want to wait here? Do you want to come out with me and say hi to Anne, or you want to wait here? Okay. So then we'll go out and find her. But yeah, because he keeps derailing the topic. You know, you want to tell him all about the Viking Age, or maybe sex before coffee, or whatever the hell that segment was about. I didn't catch it.
Who's he in this context?
Conan. But then he just, you're trying to tell him the subject, and he just derails everybody. And that's his shtick throughout the whole. That's what the show is. What do you think?
I think it's actually very good.
Yeah? You think he's good? I think that might be what Nell's referring to, though, because it didn't really focus. It focused more on humor.
It's just his segment is just humor.
Yeah. Let me turn it so we can see you. There. Yep.
It's not like a serious documentary about anything.
No. I think he had it a little correct about the Norwegians not using many words. Oh, you're on the backside anyway. Ev is here. French girl drinking. She doesn't look Viking today, though. Mm-hmm. And Victor, by the way.
Because it's gone
Cool.
back.
Did Karl give you some crappy beer?
It's decent.
Yeah, it's alcohol. They like it.
I don't think it is crappy.
By the way, France, Sweden.
So, better quality, better taste than American, Norwegian.
Everything's better than American beer. We're going to go get Anne. Yes, you were saying about the show, Karl. Oh my God, this door is so heavy. With our high-tech dumbwaiter system.
I did some research before he came, because I knew him. I knew that he was a talk show host, but I didn't know of his travel programs.
Yeah.
And I saw one segment where he is talking to U.S. Marine dog handlers.
Yeah.
And you have one of these guys in a fluffy suit that is training dogs to attack.
Yeah.
And Conan walks up to him and says, I notice your suit doesn't look to have that good protection in the crotch. So, do you ever get bitten in the crotch? And the guy goes, Sir, yes sir, I can confirm, I get bitten in the crotch, sir! Typical US Marine. And Conan leans in and says, yeah, but by dogs?
Oh God, that's so bad. That's actually really good though. No, but the thing is, everything he does on that show is pretty much spontaneous.
Yes.
I think the only thing was planned was his great reveal as a Viking. That's it. Everything is on the fly.
That's the thing. Nothing is scripted. And I just cut it together to make their narrative. So...
I see them. I see them. I hear an American dialect. And an outbound hat. It's Anne and Holly. You made it. Okay. Extreme close-up because I'm hugging you. And one for you too. You made it through all the flipping tunnels. We gotta do it. Oh yeah, no, you're there now. You can see. They can hear you this way for some reason. There, they made it.
We got here. Holy moly.
Well, like the Norwegians got you too.
Yes, Norwegians got me. Yes.
Oh well, come on in. Anyway, they made. Now they're all excited. They knew you were coming, so they're like, yay! So the only one is maybe Raymond, because we made him stay up an hour later, and it's like well after midnight where he is.
Oh dear.
Too bad, Raymond.
Sorry, guys.
They're saying hello, Anne and Holly. That's Arlene is here. Max is here. Let's let's see, Ashley's here, Albert is here, PJ's here, Susan Youngman is here, Karl's sister's here. There's Shayna Eager. She made mittens with the Dalarna stitch. She's from Alaska.
Oh, lovely.
She's a new one, but she's been watching for a while, so that's
very
the
nice.
first time I've seen Alaska on here. Nella's in here.
Yeah.
She's not really happy with Karl's series, but she liked the series and seeing people. The Conan O'Brien Must Go went out.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, I'm showing you tonight. It's funny as hell.
Okay.
Let's see who else. James is here. Kaya says, Karl's sister says, Conan is crying in his bed right now while Karl is out about giving beer to Freeman. Bjorn and I will definitely watch it. It seems worthwhile. Let's see. Albert is here. I was going to say, who else is here? They're all saying hi to you. And then, of course, there's the ones that don't speak. They just watch. Let's see. James is doing something called knitting virkning. Have you heard of that? It's like a crochet, but it looks like knitting. Yeah. I just never heard of that term before, so that was quite good. Let's see. Okay, they're cold, and they think. Oh, Kiwi's here as well. Yep, got to say hi to everybody.
I'm especially cold because every time we've been going through a beautiful pass and valley, I've had to open the windows and take a picture, and so the windows have been down for like half of the last hour.
See this house here? We're gonna go through this building,
Okay.
and then go out in the cold again. So it'll be perfect. There she is taking photos. Yep, that's what they do here. They come here and they take photos, and then unless you're a Viking, you're bored. There's Vikings. This is Haraldur and Vilborg. This is Anne and Holly. They're here for the night. Hey. So this is United States, or everywhere else actually, and Norway.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you
And then we already met Victor the Swede and Brynvild the Sveen. The Swede. Sveen means pig. That's not nice. So you're on my YouTube. You can look on Facebook and click the link. By the way, there's also the Conan O'Brien link is on my Facebook page. You don't have to be a friend to see it. I'm going to bring him into the cold.
Yeah.
We'll come get our stuff later.
Yeah, you'll see how to get in. So I'll teach you the code to the door later when I'm not live.
Right. Yes.
Okay, we're watching license plates here. That's probably not the best thing. There, we get to do this so nobody sees our mess. I like that you wore the hat. Karl's already a beer in, so he's doing well.
Oh, good.
I bribed him with 2 big beers to stay in the house this evening. Okay, so we are going to be in the village as well. So I'll show you this part later. That's the modern stuff, but we go straight to the village. Yay! So I hope you enjoyed the warmth while it lasted.
Right.
We're out. There you go. Isn't it great? How do you like it? Now you're inside my
it's
YouTube.
Marvelous.
Wait, I saw skin.
Yes.
So now they've already seen your house, but they haven't seen you seeing your house. So let's see if they're happy with what we did to it.
I want them to see my house.
Too late. I already showed them. Oh,
Dang it.
it's blowing in the microphone, but we'll be okay. Oh, she's got the camera out too.
Already. Yes.
How you doing there, Karl? He's gonna go get actual beer. Okay, well, this is the village. I guess I could show them all what we're looking at. That's the village. You have the house with all the doors open because I was in your house trying to avoid
Great.
wind.
It's nice and cold now.
Well, I don't know what made you think it was ever heated. There's no electricity.
Guess what? You see this fence?
Yeah.
Watch me start burning this fence.
It's made of sod. Good luck. Oh, you mean this one?
I mean this
Conan
one.
tried to burn it with CGI. That was fun. So this is your house.
Okay.
I have a bag in there with some needle binding.
Like we're gonna do any needle binding. We're gonna be freezing our tits off.
I'm glad you're going for the tits and not the nether region. That's what Karl's going to be freezing off apparently. What do you think of your house, guys? Yeah, with my bag in it. Just move it. Yeah, there's my bag in it, so that's ruining everything for you. Yeah, there might be a little lamp in there on the left that you can turn on, hanging. Yeah, it's just a little spotlight that's brought in so you can see. But then I'll turn this around so that they can hear. There we go.
She loves the ladder.
Oh, good. You're sleeping in the top bunk. We were wondering which one of you were going to climb. Which one of you were going to climb to the top bunk?
Well, she's doing it now.
She is. I cleaned up
I'll
there.
be snatching the stuff that's in the top bunk though.
Is there anything good?
There's a blanket up there at least.
Oh yeah, well if you need a blanket, you need a blanket.
Yeah.
Here, I'll move my needle bang out of the way. No, it was blowing in the microphone in the beginning and I haven't gotten the other microphones to work yet. So there's your house, what do you think?
Ah, I think I could use a little
How'd you
extra
build
wool.
a house without a
I've got
place
some
for me to start a
stuffing.
fire?
I had some stuffing to go.
We'll go hide by the
What
fire.
can I use to build a fire here?
Anne.
Can I use that bucket?
No, but there's a fire extinguisher by me.
Yeah, this bucket's metal. I can make a fire out of that.
She's not being a good Viking.
No.
Oh yes, I am being a good Viking. Burn and pillage. Yes, that's Viking.
No, Carl's impressed.
That's funny.
Let's see, I did shut the door a little bit so you can... But then we'll go sit by the fire maybe.
Yeah,
Just
it's not
imagine what happens every time the fire alarm goes in these houses.
Yeah, it rings my phone.
What rings your phone?
If the fire alarm goes off, it rings out any place in the
Where's
village.
the fire alarm?
Bite me. Okay, I hope you like the outside. Look, Anne's taking pictures.
Of course I'm taking pictures.
You have to. You're in YouTube. You came inside to YouTube. No, so we can. I think there's a fire still going in the middle there, but you can also light one out here too.
Ah, there we are. There's a fire.
There's your fire.
Well, I'll have to slide it up against the back of the house here to warm the bedroom.
Well, it's okay as long as the fire alarm doesn't go off. Well, we should have the fire going. This is your transport. Yeah, you have the boat. Yeah. She's home. Notice no dragon heads though. She doesn't need a drag. Oh, she's so happy. The only thing is you can't sit in it because if you take too close a look, you'll realize that this boat is not seaworthy.
And it's a copy of the Fjortoft
Named what?
Rond.
Rond?
Yeah. I think it means something like rounded.
Maybe. Oh no, that's they all do that. Why do they wiggle the boat like that though, Carl?
They do it to demonstrate that it is flexible. But the
Yes.
notice
Flexible boat is a good boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that one's a little extra flexible.
Yeah, no, this one got tarred while it was still wet, so that is why it's no longer
Oh.
seaworthy. So it's been on display for
Sucks.
years. Those are the avalanches, by the way, ladies. So if the rocks are coming down, just move to the left, okay? I bet Shayna in Alaska's got avalanches. She probably knows what it's like. And then, of course, the sun will be up again at 12:30 in the afternoon. That's when it gets up. Okay. All right. No, village opens at 10.
No, you just tell people they're coming in the village that building has trolls in it.
Oh, we have lots of trolls. Okay, are you gonna throw an axe? We have to find the right axe though. That one won't stick. It's just it's a dull one.
that's
Oh, we have to get him to throw axes and do archery later too.
Oh, that would be fun.
You gotta go unlock it though. Can you do that?
what now?
You gotta go unlock. Go get the axe and an arrow and a bow and arrow. We have to embarrass the crap out of them while they're here. I gotta catch up on chat. PJ says, "Oh, that's smooth." Let's see what else. The teleport worked, she said, by the way. Carl, we were trying to teleport beer to PJ. I have ginger, honey, and mead in my glass right now. And Arlene says, hello, Vikings.
Wait, who's got ginger, honey, and mead?
Somebody online and not
damn it.
available. in
PJ, more in the UK vicinity. Arlene says, nice hat.
Thank you.
We have to show it off properly. Hang on, don't move. Promise to focus on you and not your ass. It'll be good. Okay. Look! Don't move! You're moving! What stitch did you use? And I like your pom-pom.
I suspect that that's Corgan,
That is Corgan,
but
I
I'd have
think.
to look closer.
Oh my God, you're supposed to
been a
know
while.
these things.
It's been a while and I gave it away. It's technically Holly's hat now, but I need one.
We could sort you with a hat or two. For my sister, I decided to make a plushie using Dolby Stitch. Oh, I think that's going to be great. They're starting Dolby. I'm going to have to probably make that a stitch of a month one of these times because everyone's doing Dolby now. But I think it's because many knew how to do Dalarna already. Oh, but you got lots
we
of...
have the potential of finding a very early example of Dolby.
Oh, yeah, sit down. We'll make the... Carl's got the axe.
We got axes.
Okay, nope, you got to warm up and do axe throwing.
All right.
All right, go show him.
Where is
Show him how it's done.
Aha! Here is the ice throwing.
Yeah. Hopefully you're on camera. I gotta shoot backwards to see it. But it's only the sound thing. Okay, we will swivel.
You want an axe?
Yeah, yeah.
The idea is that you hold hard on the shaft, and if you stand about here, you should have the right distance.
Okay.
And then you throw with your arm, not with your wrist. So big motion like this.
Okay.
That was a good hit though.
A little bit harder.
And by the way, I just have to remind you that everything you hear at this station, you have to apply the words, "That's what she said." So a little bit harder, "That's what she said." You have to hold it at the base of the shaft. That's what she said.
Don't hold it at the base of the shaft, girls.
Wait, we got to see how Holly does. Okay, Holly. This is for USA. That was not a good throw. But the first one never counts because you have to get used to how heavy that thing is.
Actually, that was a good throw. She just has to aim a little bit higher.
Okay, I think she can do it. It's not like she's been in a car for forever.
Correct. 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah. Oh, that was good though.
Yeah. Go a tiny bit closer.
By the way, what time do you do Zoom, Matt? Because we might have to figure out.
No, I'm not. I told them I was not zooming.
You're not zooming, okay.
Not zooming.
Otherwise, I gotta go civilian and film you. If you do, okay.
If you go half a step closer.
1 step.
Half step.
So if you go to the edge, stand at the edge of the stone.
So the thing is, with axe throwing, inches actually make a huge difference. Hey! Oh my God! Wait! Don't touch that. This is something I tell people is impossible, and that is getting the axe to stick in the vertical plank because the grain is going the wrong way. So you are the first person ever that I have seen do that. So
That's because I'm an extraordinary human being.
that was extraordinary. Now I'm gonna get out of the way before you throw that thing again.
Okay.
That was impressive. No, you get bonus points for that. I've never seen them stick it in the vertical one or the horizontal one. Yeah! Okay, Sigrid Kitty. Brian's daughter, Ann Decker, you've got some proving to do. She just made you look bad.
Yes, she did.
I got twice the strength she has.
I don't know. She's a needle biter. We got a lot of arm strength. Ooh. What do you think, Karl?
Good edge alignment.
Nice.
A little bit too low.
That's what she said. Good edge alignment, but a little too low. Is that what you said?
If your girlfriend ever says that to you, run!
She did it. That counts. You split the whole log. I don't know if you can see it. It might have been split before you got here, but we're not gonna. We're just gonna pretend. Look at the big crack down the hole. So what do you think? Are you sold on it? You gotta take a picture of it, of course.
Well, technically, right now, apparently, Nalbinding get-togethers would normally be starting in 10 minutes.
Well, we could actually if you wanted to surprise Zoom, but because we're after hours. But it all depends on how tired you are.
Spears?
Yeah, we got spears. Actually, Karl's gonna have to help you with that one because I don't know if those will stick.
Those won't stick.
Those won't stick. He
I do
says.
have your spearhead in
Those
the bag
ones
there.
aren't sharp.
Whoop. But he had some
Sorry.
seriously good aggression on that one.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. We literally buy the cheapest axes we can find.
Yes.
Because
I'll turn
in
it
the middle of the summer season, they have a life expectancy of a little bit more than
There, I
a
can see
day, but
better.
less than 2.
No, that's true. We go through 80 axes in a couple of weeks. Maybe our month. You're getting there. Okay, we gotta get some chat. Ann Taylor's here from Central Arizona. She's working on making an origami thread sewing folder. Oh, that'll be cool. They said, yay, Holly, by the way, for getting it. Yay, Ann. The girls are good. Thumbs up. This is Eileen. Jenny Lynn says, I love Ann's hat. The colors are gorgeous. Let's see. Nella says, the Saturday Zoom is like 5 to 6 hours away. The calendar just doesn't do time zones. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's what Nella says. So look what Holly did.
That's my local time zone.
Yeah.
I'm doing the 2 a.m. one.
You're not doing the 2 a.m. one? Oh, come on.
2 a.m. one.
I stayed up for that one time. I remember the one time.
I have another 6-hour drive back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. No, but it was a beautiful drive, I'm assuming.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Did you get the reindeer?
No, we did not find any reindeer, although we did see some form of deer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're out like mad. They're looking for Greg's mom. It's mating season. I don't know what it is about his mother, but the deer come out of the woodwork, he says.
But it was absolutely gorgeous over the passes. Just there was a lot of snow, but thankfully not on the roads.
Yeah.
And it was very stunning. The drive was amazing.
Yeah, it never got boring. I did that back and forth every week for 3 years, maybe 4. It never gets old. And the drive, it's not like driving on a United States highway where you're driving forever and ever and ever going straight. You're actually the seasons are changing.
Except for the nearly 16 miles in the tunnel, the single tunnel.
Oh, that's 26.5 kilometers. It's the longest in this part of Europe, at least. But there's 3 resting spots where you can sing "Let It Go, Let It Go."
We did notice the mood lighting.
James Steele says, "Hi, Ann. You did notice the mood lighting, yeah?"
Yes, we noticed the mood lighting.
Only this last year did we get mood lighting in this last tunnel. Mm-hmm. But it's basically so that you don't get vertigo. Ah! Take a bow. There you go. Now we got to try you at archery.
Yes.
We got to do it because we're already at 51 minutes in, and if we want to go over time or if they're freezing. But you guys actually came right on the time. I was expecting you to be here at like 7:30, and I'm thinking, she's underestimated it, but you made it.
Yes, sir.
His name is Karl. Don't ever call him sir. By the way, PJ says her mead aged well. I say my Karl has aged well too over there. Sir.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm stealing all these skins outside.
Oh yeah, no, you can. We'll get you some. I'll get you some skins. That building that's right next to you there, behind you, is like where all reindeer go to die. Okay. It's full of. We could actually sit in there and warm up a little bit too if you want. It's like a guild hall, but not quite. It's a banquet hall. It's where we send all the cruise ship people in the winter when they don't want to freeze while eating. Mm-hmm. So Karl is using a very top secret Viking lock with a code on it.
Yeah, so if I steal a bunch of those skins, then I can make it warm in there.
Yeah, you can. We get you guys on camera here again.
As long as you build yourself a big mess lot of render skins.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, this house behind Karl, this is my house.
Ah, lovely.
But I haven't been in there all winter, so, mice poop's a thing. I brought clean sheets.
Good.
My house hasn't been cleaned out, but everybody else's has. Okay.
I have to finish some sewing tonight, actually, or Holly doesn't have anything to wear tomorrow.
I do have, yeah. I can, so we can. We have that house there. But now I have moved in under that avalanche over there during the other times of the day because they have Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Novia's here. She says, is the combo Conan the Red? He gets called Conan the Red during the episode. Conan O'Brien. He goes through a bit of a change. Like he went to the Vikings.
So you heard about him?
Yeah,
So
everybody.
he had his DNA done.
There you go.
He had his DNA done.
Did he?
He is the only person they have ever done DNA on to come back 100% Irish.
Actually, no, I heard about that,
Yep.
but I forget when you mentioned
They
it.
contacted him. They want to take his blood, figure out what's going on. But he has
Duplicate him? He's kind of tall. He's
He
like,
had 100% Irish.
He's like a-
I've never ever experienced that.
oh my God.
Yeah.
No, he's like literally a full head higher than Karl. The guy I was not expecting him to be that tall.
Conan is big.
He's very tall, yeah. Skinny legs like Karl, though. We're going to show your leg.
Karl, you don't need your legs to make her happy.
This is true. Not complaining.
So,
I'll turn it around.
Right-handed, both of you.
Yes.
There we go.
So when you shoot right-handed,
We'll go over
you
here.
have to hold the bow in your left hand like this. Take an arrow and put it on the shelf like this. Try to make sure that the feather of a different color is
Yeah.
moving away.
This
from
is
the
when
bow
we
like that.
don't tell him the fact that
And
we've
if
shot
it goes
archery
from the bottom
before.
down to the string,
Right?
use the tips of your fingers like this.
Yes.
And if you lift your elbow up, you can pull a little bit past your body like this, and then just let go.
How did he do?
I
In
think
the
it's on.
white, yeah. He's in the white. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom later, but right now it's turned this way for volume. Okay, Holly. I know this is your first time, but you nailed axes, so I think you can do it. Holly's making you look bad. Karl's looking a little.
I don't think this is Holly's first time.
Nope. Holly looks looks like a lot of. Oh yeah, no, we have to turn and zoom now. Let's see. And Karl's is the one in the bottom in the white. Holly's are in there. It's hard to see, but yeah. It's because of my angle. Yeah. When I go up and so sideways, then you'll be able to see it better. Oh! You can't get more center than that. Karl, I think Holly's having beginner's luck over here.
Holly was supposed to go to the 1980 Olympics.
If you didn't catch that, Holly was supposed to go to the 1980 Olympics, she said. So while we get the arrows and get ready for Anne, we'll show how you did.
I
Here.
love this. You've made this.
That's what happens when you ask, I gotta show this. When you ask Fjalar to make a little covering so that people don't get wet while shooting arrows, he builds you a bar. Call the archer, you got place for the beer. You got your other there, you can serve at the end here. And then you've got like little places to put your arrows. A little nock to put your bow.
I mean, this is just.
It's a little bar called archery. No, we have to see how you did now here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he goes nuts. I think he has the day off tomorrow though, but there you go. This is Karl's. That isn't, look at that. You're like very center ring.
Yes.
Yep. No, you did very well. I'm not sure what happened here.
That's me.
Okay.
Well, they kept hitting my jacket, but that's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
I just had
Technical
to
error.
improvise,
Yeah.
right.
It was probably the reflective vest.
We got 1,
But you have to have reflective vests in Norway.
3, 4. That's Karl's.
Yep.
That's
Okay, you're helping out on archery tomorrow. Let's see. We'll turn it again so we can see Anne. And I will get out of the way because I like
I
my...
am not as practiced as Holly.
Yeah. There's another reason I have this house, by the way. If you do not want people sitting outside that door because they can bounce. Look at the woodwork.
Yeah. It's been a little eaten around the edge.
Yeah. So here, if the arrows bounce, it counts because they're very dull now. Okay, I gotta get behind you, Karl, because we have to see what she does here. Okay, Anne.
nice.
Ooh. See, I get green. That's what I hit when I do this.
Yeah, but she can adjust.
And how do you do this without having your boobs fly? Because I always get the string caught
You
on my
have to
boobs.
turn sideways
Turn
and
your
you're
elbow.
pulling your string too far.
Yeah, I'm probably pulling my string too far, actually.
Your string, no matter
Yeah.
how big you are,
Yeah,
your string should be riding
yeah.
straight up here.
I said,
If you're getting a boob for real,
no, these boobs.
you're doing this. So you're pulling outward, the string rides out.
Ah,
Yeah, you should always be right in line with your jaw.
taking it right up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you, like, she has small breasts, it could happen with her easy.
Really?
Yeah, because if your breasts are small, the string only has to travel a little bit.
I'm carrying
But if you're
watermelons
catching
here.
yours, like I'm the same size as you.
Yeah.
It's because you're pulling outward and
Yeah.
then back,
Okay,
and you really, literally should just go like this across your
that's a good tip.
your jaw.
I'm gonna have to try that again though, because there was.
Pop
Oh,
up jacket.
all right. We're
Yeah.
just gonna have to
That's
show
what
you
I
what
was doing, was hitting this.
we have to show you what Anne did over here because Holly made her look bad.
Did not manage to, well,
So-
managed to get on the target once.
Are you saying you weren't invited to the Olympics? Is that? Anne needs to move a little to the left when
Yes.
she shoots, and then she'll have it.
Yep, little to the left, but she was leaning her bow, which means her shots are gonna go right.
Nolvia says you guys are
I'm
archery
leaving
sharks.
my bow because I had too much clothes on for
Yep.
this sort of thing.
I usually aim for the target and hit the deer and act like I meant to do that.
I was gonna do that, but sometimes folks don't like their trophy targets getting shot at.
Abe SRG says, thank you for null binding videos. They have been extremely helpful. You rock. You got to see Anne's too, by the way. Oops, sorry. You got to see Anne's too. She's more needle binding and I'm a little bit too much Viking sometimes. But I'm so glad. You've got me.
Whack the arm twice.
Yeah. Oh shit, she's going to shoot again. I'm going to have to move. Aren't you an Olympian? Didn't you say you wouldn't hit me? If you did, you'd be really... Okay, let's turn and we can watch again.
The range.
Clear the range!
All right, let's see if I can.
Oh, we gotta go this side. They see you better.
Bring us home a deer.
Get a deer? Woo! Woo! Okay, now I'm gonna turn so I can zoom. Let's see. Oh, wait, my camera hasn't caught up with me. You can't shoot until I zoom. Okay. Whoop, there. Ooh! Right in the kisser. Well, it depends where you're kissing.
Yeah, well, that one's going to catch the heart.
Oops, sorry.
A little high, but...
There, I got it. Okay. Ooh! Oh, you practically Robin Hooded that thing by splitting it in half. It literally 2 in the same holder. That's what she said. No, I'm so bad. Carl's over there shaking. You see Carl. He ran away. Novia's laughing and sending emojis. Albert's like ... Garcia says archery aces.
I've noticed that when she started laughing, she's gotten a bit high.
Oh, that's what. No, when you say hi. We're gonna have way too much fun. It's about time you enter my world.
Well, I didn't miss any.
No, you didn't. Actually, you can see quite here from here how you did.
That's a 6-inch ring.
She did well. Right in the butt, at least. And I don't think that thing's gonna be running away.
Shoulder, back, and neck.
Karen, you are banned from the Olympics, says Roger. Damn it. No. Let's see.
So yeah, we would have had you.
Oh, there we go. Ta-da. Nice. Yeah, no, were you having venison tonight?
Oh, apparently so.
No one's getting lucky with Greg's mom. Carl's just hiding over there. Oh, contraband. We can't watch him.
Oh, dude, come on.
Come on, Carl. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you know Carl has no night vision, right? And
We still have light, you know.
we do, but this
Just
is
because the sun isn't in the valley doesn't
no,
mean
this
it's
is
dark
true.
yet.
Oops. He also. What is your prescription, Carl? Like minus 12.75.
My night vision doesn't enter into this.
He legally cannot see well enough to drive a car.
What goes to hell in the night for me is the ability to judge distances. And I know how far that thing is away.
It's still hard.
Okay,
Yes.
game on, bitch. Go play. You and the Olympian over there. Holly's making you look bad. She's drawing a necklace on the on the deer.
Yeah, no, she is actually good at this.
Oh, that one's definitely going to be bleeding a lot.
She also likes animal targets better than the round ones.
I do too because I could say I meant to hit him there. Sometimes it goes in the antler. Sometimes
There's only 2 animals I won't shoot. I will not shoot an elephant. I will not shoot a manatee.
and a manatee and an elephant. She says she won't shoot those two. So Carl, do we have any elephant targets or manatee targets?
You have some
but
Freeman that
Frank
get
likes to
close,
make
but
them.
no.
No, you're a horrible person. He says we might be able to put a Freeman up there for you, but I don't know if they're going to look like an elephant or a manatee.
Yeah, Frank likes to make elephant targets.
She says Frank likes to make elephant targets.
There you go.
So, next question. Is there anything... Oh, now we're at 63 minutes. So is there anything we need to torture them with, or should we let them eat or something?
You should probably let them eat
We
or
should probably
something.
let them eat or something. Okay, then you two ladies have to come here and say what you need to say since you're skipping out on Zoom for us.
I am skipping out
Let's
on
see.
Zoom.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry, guys, but it's been long drives. We got to spend a marvelous amount of time in the National Museum of Norway.
Yeah, we didn't even get to ask. Well, shit, you're not going anywhere. Okay, so the Nidaros socks.
The Nidaros stockings, yes, they're amazing. They're large. Yeah.
Like this big, large, like a
Seriously,
whole leg.
knee-highs. They're like,
Like knee highs.
Kiwi's
They're
making
knee highs.
socks like
Now
that.
they were found in like the they were found inside in a house under the floor.
Yeah.
One of the houses that got built in like 1300, so they're pre 1300.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in way pre 1300.
Yeah.
So definitely solidly medieval. They have another fragment there as well,
Yeah.
but that was found in a rubbish pit, so stratigraphy is not so good.
Yeah.
They believe it's medieval, but they can't date it solidly. But
No.
the socks are definitely
Which stitch do they use? Do you remember? I always ask, which stitch is this, Anne?
yes. Well, they are very heavily fulled.
Yeah.
And it looks like they may have been used to
They are
to,
fully filled to the fullest.
yes,
so thick.
and they may have been used to tar something else.
Oh no.
There's some interesting holes in them where they got folded up and then a nice hole got punched all the way through it, and that actually compressed things enough that that you can see the stitches
really?
fairly well there. But in the areas that were outside of that space, they're rock hard and tarry. And there's a lot of other, like a different kind of wool on top of it. And so at first I thought that was just the fulling, but I'm not seeing.
And talk.
I'm not
Oh,
seeing
walk and
those
talk.
wool fibers in I'm not seeing those particular wool fibers in the spinning of the sock itself. So it's possible that they somehow, when they were tarring, it got on some other form of wool that got attached to it, glued.
I didn't realize they were like that.
Oh yeah, it's kind of interesting. And apparently they're also not the only one, because I also learned of a new sock relatively recently.
Which is?
It's in Sweden. So
Yeah.
we'll get to that eventually. But
Yeah.
but nonetheless, there's more coming along, which is the great fun and entertainment. And
were in
yes,
Oslo,
it might
too.
be very interesting. Yes, we were in Oslo as well.
You saw the Oslo mitten too.
I did see the Oslo mitten.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's on display, so I couldn't examine
didn't let you take it out. That's
No, they would not
horrible.
let me take it out.
I've only seen it on display.
You know, but
But I did get to see the loam mitten.
Oh, very nice.
The loam tunic, but that's
Yes.
not needle binding.
Yes, but stitch determination is
You can have them.
is not exact.
With all the fur. You look like a Yeti.
Hey! Stop wasting precious resources.
They're not wasted. They might be dropped, but they're not wasted here.
I don't know if we're gonna let them come back. She's raiding the Viking village. She's a Valkyrie over there. You look like a reindeer. Valkyrie Bambi. Valkyria Bambi. No, but yeah, what else did you get to see? You went to, and you got to see Morgan Stave Church?
Yes, briefly.
Yeah, but you
Only
can park right
only
next to it
only from the
practically.
outside.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go in because of the delays in coming here,
Yeah.
but it was gorgeous. It was beautiful, and we may sneak out tomorrow and go look in the
Yeah, I know,
inside
you
side.
should. You should if it's open on the indoors, yeah. Because
but,
I think there's an image of Karl in there.
What?
The Viking above the door in the Borgen Stave Church. It looked a bit like you, but who did they say that image was?
I don't know which image.
it's usually
This
Odin.
is a story Siri used to tell. It's probably Odin.
It's usually Odin.
It's Karl.
He's got two eyes.
He's got two eyes. Yes, he does.
Yeah, but one of them doesn't really work.
I don't think either one of them worked, to be honest. No, okay. Do we have any more questions in here? Do we? Let's see. They're saying bye-bye. Have a great trip. Which site was this, by the way? We were talking about. Oh, and she was asking about Zoom. PJ was asking about Zoom.
Yes. Zoom. We do weekly night get-togethers on Zoom. I'm gonna have to give you U.S. times because I am not doing the conversion right now.
Nah, a lot of them are
so
from there
it's
anyway.
8 p.m. on Saturdays until 10 p.m. on Saturday Eastern Seaboard time, and then 10 a.m. to noon on Sundays. Not this weekend. Why? Because I'm here.
Yeah, because the reason I can't run around with a camera or anything. And opening hours, then I have to put on a vest and look like Holly.
Yes.
And then I can do it. Okay, let's see. But not on this weekend, says Nella. The Zoom is on Saturdays, early Sunday in Europe, and Sundays 3 p.m. British time. Yeah. It should be 4 p.m. our time in Norway. Local time. Let's see. Bye-bye. Have a great trip, ladies. And then we're back up to Roger saying that I'm banned from the Olympics. Oh, pillaging. Nolvia says that you're pillaging. I like that. Albert still hasn't gone in the Stave Church, Borgen. No, I actually have not been in there either. And PJ, by the way, says the best one is the midnight Zoom. There you go. And you're going to show us all your pictures. Are you going to have them all ready?
I will have pictures next week. Yes.
One of these days will be off.
Yes.
Okay.
So next week, very interesting pictures. Do come if you want.
Yep. Holly, say goodbye to YouTube. I think she's sleeping.
She's setting up. for
She's
things.
setting up. Nope. Okay. Bye. Thanks for playing. Is there a link somewhere? Nella, put a link in there. I'll leave it open long enough. Somebody put a link to the Zoom on there. But if you look up, is it an Nalbinding get-togethers?
Yes, Nalbinding get-togethers
Facebook?
on Facebook. There's a
Yep.
page called Nalbinding get-togethers, and it has the events with the links. And yes, I apologize. It does have an event for this weekend. Not happening this weekend.
Sorry. Oh, Ingela Anderson is here. She says, see you next week. Have a safe trip. Have a face trip.
Yes.
Have a safe trip. My mouth might be getting frozen. And Max says, see ya. Garcia says, see ya. Okay, we're leaving. Bye. Link. I'll leave the chat open for a little bit longer. Okay.